What's good, dudes? How's it going? Uh, it's your boy Apple, and today we are back as we're doing some more missions today. I don't necessarily think we're going to get done what we want done, but I do want to still at least try and, you know, if we don't get it done, at least we've pushed story for the next time something like this kind of comes up. But yesterday we left off at a pretty decent point, so figured why not push for some more progress. I thought I'd have more time today, but I forgot how long I went streaming last night, and I was like, oh yeah. That does cut into those hours. So, definitely an interesting point right now. But let me put this keyboard and mouse down and hop into it. So, the last thing we did was leading us to the Golden House, which we're getting let there because currently everything is on watch due to the Adepti being on the move. So we have the Fatui out here, we have the Queen out here, and we have the Adepti all making moves. Like, well, something's gotta break. Why's it all the way back there in the mountain? I mean, granted, we're pretty much here now, but Elliot, and then just continue moving. Let's save us a bit of the hassle there. But I know how much hassle it really saved us. Considering we were halfway through the city by that point that we realized.
When stuck on a deserted island, rain is a precious source of drinking water. There's no need for it now, though.
That's a good voice line. I know with every update they add new voice lines. And I also know that, like, you have to hit special triggers for a lot of them, too. So, some of them I haven't heard, and it's like, oh, yo. But also because I changed some of my settings around to be able to hear things a little bit better. I heard a few things a lot better. Yeah, let's start with that. I know what they're going to have us do inside of the gold house, but I think we should be fine.
Wow! This is the Golden House?
Yeah. Look at how golden everything is inside of here.
It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside?
Look at them
So
floors,
full of Mora.
right? Imagine being so rich you can just throw Mora on the ground. Like, that's not even funny.
This is where all of Tibet's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing.
Touch a single Mora and we're done for. If it were that easy, this place would have been emptied long ago.
Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here.
Yeah, because Paimon was gonna go right in for that time about I'm about to dive in head first, and then she is gonna be inside of like a little net.
But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right?
You take that closer look if you want. They mistake you for stealing. I just want you to know. I don't know Paimon. I was never here. I ain't see no Paimon. Who Paimon?
Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true.
I feel like Paimon and Scrooge McDuck would get along real well. Better check out the Exia first. Something feels amiss.
Oh, right. Back to business. It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia.
I love how they made her do the too quiet thing.
Look! What happened here?
The monolith. They've been knocked unconscious.
Uh-oh. Paimon smells trouble.
You're just now smelling trouble?
We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
Let's do it.
Back off!
I like how I keep doing that. Versus like sprinting, how I'm trying to.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Seen enough trouble for today? And that's not even the half of it. But anytime we try to get out of the trouble, this game just goes, hey you look like you like trouble, so no.
Huh? Who's there?
It's Child.
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself.
How generous of a reward we talking here?
But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way.
How did you find out it was here? Looks like I was just in time then.
Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location. Don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort?
No. I mean, I could put you on your ass any second.
Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
I mean, with all the threats going on currently, I'm not surprised they're pulling out all the stops.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I kind of never trusted you, considering the fact that you're so high up in the Fatui ranks that almost just feels like being stupid on my part.
She will get that which she desires.
What exactly does she desire? Not if I have anything to say about it. I won't allow you to get near the Exuvia. I mean, but like, is the Exuvia the only thing she wants?
I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway.
I mean, can I not just put you on your ass and stop you?
The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit.
My boy said, I'm here to rush recklessly.
Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you.
Oh yeah?
The battle.
Alright, so let's get into this battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
Does he not look like the type looking for trouble?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished.
Yeah? Are you telling me you would have caused havoc? Please tell me you would have caused havoc.
Instead of confronting you directly, She chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she?
Would she?
When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions.
So in other words, she's efficient. You're not.
But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
I mean, I get that ambition, but also your mission.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle.
I mean, is there really a threat here if he upfront says he won't kill you?
Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that, what else is there?
I can never defeat you. You're completely delusional. Roxas is pretty delusional.
Fighting talk, I love it. Now let's see you live up to it.
Bet. You've been asking for this, my boy.
This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
Oop, that's not what I was trying to do. Let me hit my bag real quick. Because what we're going to want to do is food up real fast. Let's see, decreases all party members' gliding, sprinting, stamina, increases all party members' physical damage. Let's see, increases all party members' attacks. I'm gonna do that. I probably should have saved that, but anyway, increases shield strength, don't have that. Defense. And then we're going to cheese our heals up real quick. This way it's not so much of an effort on our healer. No object can only be used on fallen characters. Fuck.
Ready, steady, go!
That's just how we're going to top that off. Because if we top it off that way, then we should be fine.
Ready?
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Had I known that he was going to be right here as the fight, I probably would have set up here and switched to my Lisa variant of this team, though.
How unbecoming.
I think we have things lined up just right, though.
Power that ended heights.
Progress.
You're toast!
Trying to get some explosion damage on him.
Take this.
We have him basically down to nothing for health, though.
Back at
I do like his boss fight music, though. It is pretty dramatic.
Haha, good.
No.
No wonder Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough.
Well,
Now,
my boy
show me what you can do
transformed.
against the might of a harbinger.
It's not about to be pretty in here.
Nice and spicy. Race you!
All you do is run.
Help! Leader is attacking me!
He said, all you do is run. Shit, I would too. considering all things here.
No use hiding back there.
Let's dance.
Now that he's switched elements. Oh, I don't actually have electric resist on me. That's fun. We're going to get our counter in because our counter will do a lot more damage there than anything.
It really hurt. Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Take this!
What it seems like, though, is that he didn't really change element because it seems like I'm not getting explosive off of him, but I'm still getting, like, overcharge off.
I'll protect us.
Gotcha. No use hiding back there.
Not bad.
I wonder if he has a third form after this.
All you do is run.
Hi, buddy. I had to be sure he wasn't gonna sneak in a last attack right there, because it was like, that would suck if I got caught by the last hit.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive.
Game, if you don't stop playing with me,
That's about as far as you'll get.
I just beat this man's soul in. Why she just hit the Rasengan on him, though? She said, no, no, no.
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia.
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected.
Yeesh. My man said, I'm gonna hit this Chidori right into the dragon.
Axis Gnosis now. I see. Well, this is most unexpected.
Oh, yeah?
You beat me to it, didn't you?
I totally beat you to it. Always one step ahead, child. This man said final form. I beat. Yo. He went from fucking Roxas to Riku out here.
This is going to cost you!
Nataglia! You could have been cool, homie. I mean, you're cool, but you could have been cool in the other manner.
You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now. Don't make me take it from you.
I like how he's like, yo, did you make me look like a fool? Yeesh. Yeesh. Boy is hidden now. I like how I keep accidentally hitting the Primo Gym part, and it's like, no, I'm not trying to Primo Gym. Increase all party members' hydro resistance. That'd be nice right about now. I could give Barbara a fat top off so she won't get insta-dirted. That'd be fat in its own right. There we go. And that counteracts everything in this fight so far. Except for big ass wave. Wasn't expecting big wave. My boy dropped a whale on us. No wonder why the ladies liked him. He's a whale!
To ashes!
Die.
His elf is definitely moving different here, but at the same time, not terribly.
Go, Barbara, go!
Do I have to watch myself a lot more because of his attack pattern? Oh, definitely, but... I think we're making the right move at the very least. Also, his swords look really dope. Oh, fuck. It's whale time, boys!
Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
That's fucked. Talking about maybe I wasn't meant for the world.
I'll protect us. Hi.
I gotta charge this ult up fast because that's definitely gonna be my saving grace for latter half of the fight. I can tell that as he breaks out new moves.
Go, Barbara, go!
In the same way that I think Paimon's cape is really dope, I think his cape is really dope.
Die.
There we go. Perfect timing on that.
Oh, hi.
Shit. That was the hit I needed to take. Now let's get past that phase.
Oh. Go, Barbara. Ouchie.
Oh fuck! Whale! It was whale! I was hoping it wasn't whale. But since I haven't seen whale directly on, I was just like, yeah, it's not gonna be whale.
Let's dance.
He was trying to obliterate some souls right there. Perfect timing. So we have him 2/3 into his health right about now.
Back at ya!
I'd say that's a good place, but we also need to be
Take
cautious of stuff like that.
Go, Barbara, go! Hi.
It's this and some other theme that really reminds me of like
Oh, hi.
the MCU type theme. And I don't even directly know why. It's something about the over-dramatic action instrumentation that's like, yeah, that's that.
Die.
I feel like if we can boost our ult up on this, we'd definitely be fine.
Let the show begin. Hi. Go, Barbara.
Though he's not taking any real damage now.
Oh,
So I wonder if he has a buff up on.
Hi.
Yeah, that seems like about where he was going to hit. I was like, let's run and see if we can get out of it. Nope. Alright, whale time.
Power that ended high
I
shot.
think we can
Die.
push for the thread now. And bingo bango, I think you're done with Portuglia.
Some you win, and some you lose.
Tomba, I'll let you off this time. Honestly, first 2 rounds, this man was a pushover. 3rd round, he did put up some sauce, but I don't know, I think we had the planning for it.
Look! Child's back to normal again!
Is that a good thing?
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through.
Rip your soul.
And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis.
Did I not?
You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
Oh no. I have a surprising connection to a lot of things in this world, so...
That's what we've been trying to tell you! We didn't take it!
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be?
Because I'm collecting the power of the 7 elements. Because I'm gradually restoring my former power. I'm going with the second one. Actually, no, first
You
one.
already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes.
No.
But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity.
Oh, okay. We're keeping that one to ourselves as inner thoughts. Sometimes they do the parentheses and they still say it out loud. So I was like, I hope that she says that out loud. And he's like, what? You're doing what?
This battle has already left me satisfied.
Well, that's good, I guess.
Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Alright, Sasuke ass motherfucker.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
It's a rivalry. We're not enemies.
Unfortunately,
Rivals.
I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons.
Alright, dude, that I don't trust because you betrayed us, even though you were obviously going to betray us.
Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with.
Oh?
In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
It never existed. It was all a goose chase.
What? So you mean that...
The corpse was fake. Rex Lapis still lives?
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts.
I felt like it was going to be something like this at the start of this story arc, though. It's going to be like, haha, we gotcha.
As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process.
Oh? Tell me about this backup plan.
The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak.
I mean... yes and no. It belongs to those who seek power because they're going to force their way into that position and gain control, but there's more weak, and when the weak come together, they are the strong, so they will overpower eventually.
Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
This guy.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyan's stone forest.
Well, I guess I'll see you at Gunyan Stone Forest, considering You just told us your plan.
God?
A god.
Osile, Overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since.
Okay.
If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
You make a good point, considering he's the one that pinned them down to begin with.
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Magic.
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Yep. Yep, those sigils of permission. Definitely magic.
Hey, those are sigils of permission! Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
I saw your research with my own eyes. You've been trying to duplicate them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research.
I mean, that was a pretty good fake. So considering that, I'd say we should be worried about these.
With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle.
But who's to say that the power level difference between the two isn't vastly different if Rex Lapis is still alive? Because if he's still alive, he's had time to evolve, whereas this dude's just been pinned.
Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles.
Yeah?
But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
It's like, isn't your whole thing about battles, not per se the mission? It sounds more like you went the opposite route for this, but then he got to the show your real hand, and it's like, yeah, okay. Never mind. That makes a lot more sense. Oh look, it's Kyogre! Hi, Kyogre!
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
The way he summons himself already kind of looks like that, but like on a tiny scale.
What's going on?
The sky is opening. The heavens are rippling. The ocean has come into the sky. Is he a tentacle boy? I don't think destruction is what they have to worry about here. I think there's another thing of sorts that those tentacles might ensue upon the city.
Paimon's exhausted.
I thought that they were about to play the Pirates of the Caribbean theme for half a second. Also, look at that Leviathan.
If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go.
I guess.
Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
I mean, we're looking at giant water Leviathan tentacles staring back at us. What do you think?
What are you doing here?
What do you think I'm doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
I mean, in a matter such as this, it'd have to be over.
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, so this is a scene right here, having all three of them together in front of your face like that. Dear Man's like, yo, I don't know about putting our differences aside, but we here.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Lila? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
Poor Paimon.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle.
Because I was about to say, girl, the Monolith are pretty much pushovers, so saying even the Monolith can't stand it, that's not much of a statement.
Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
Alright, what's the plan?
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary.
You've seen Rex Lapis's corpse? What did you think the other things looked like? Especially after meeting the Adepti.
So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
That's the hope.
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
Oh. I mean, at least she was honest.
What? But all of you were supposed to be the Guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
Even the Guardians of Liyue will have their own weaknesses.
One certainly could.
Oh? Well, one, tell me.
Huh?
The Chi Sing did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy.
Yeah?
And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here.
Yeah?
For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
So go do it and stop lecturing us on how much better you are at making a thing that you made. You made it. It's okay. It's fine, we get the point here.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for.
Yeah, I guess. If it shuts Cloudbringer up, or Cloud Retainer.
So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
You're right, it does begin now.
Yep.
That girl jumped into formation real fast. She said, Final Protocol, Jade Tower. She's like, y'all thought this was just for show? I got beams and pillars. Beams and fucking pillars. Woo! Hey, yo, those things started to hit for real, though.
The Fatui! They're attacking the Guizhong Ballista!
Of course. Of course they would send these dudes right about now. I like how the big chunky frost dudes walk in like, hey, yeah, I'm here.
Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia.
Okay, so they are
Let
weakened
one
for
see
this.
what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
Like, they have the level, but they definitely don't have the stats for it. Because if they had the actual stats, man. I wish that this was kind of like their tower defense, DLCs or events, because setting up traps here would definitely be of value.
Eyes on me.
That's good, dude. You ain't ready for this fight. Oh man, we lost our perfect on one of them. I was like, we could at least keep one of them perfect.
What is that?
That
What's
is
what?
Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it.
This man,
Be careful not to get hit.
this man pierced the heavens for real.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
I hope they answer for this. Okay, so the second wave definitely does have the stats here, and that's not fun.
The ancient gods attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We kill them!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Yo, she better have,
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
she better have a fire-ass boost.
Full energy! That light from your body, it's like the time in Julian Cars! Wow! It's Madam Pink's shockwave! This granny's really strong!
I was like, if she don't sit up here and give us some fat boost right here, I say what I want about us holding this down. Oh no. My boy did the Rikishi over here. He slammed that butt dead into the statue. And trust me, that butt hit for some damage, dude.
Let's do... With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside.
Attempted
and
power
fight with
boost.
all your might. I too did this during the Archon War. So this is what Ganya's like in a fight.
Right? Hearing her fighting
My
spirit.
name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast.
Are we going too fast? This feels like good speed right here. I wish this was normal running speed. Also, Mr. Swiftness, can you get yourself on the playing field? Like, it'd be nice to have you down here.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
I'm fine with
This
this.
will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Dude, I thought they were gonna say that it's helping you, but it's eating your health over time, and I was like, yo, this mission right here, they playing with somebody's soul.
Be gone.
Take this.
Was hoping that would tap some souls, but it did not. And soul tapping is exactly what we need right about now.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
You say that, but once again, you haven't fought this man in how many years? Just like we don't know what Rex Lapis would have up his sleeve, even though this man just got revived. Do you guys really remember his full move set from that war? Oh. They doubled up. They said, you just defeated that wave? Time to put another wave right there. I'm not feeling this new wave, boys. Oh, this story mission's pretty dope. I'm not even going to hold you on that one.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Like, I talked about just powering through in order to do what I wanted to do and get the barber skin, but I'm glad I actually didn't and got this captured. Look at that girl! Look at that slice!
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
This man said, this is the true power of the Adepti. Y'all could have did that as the first shot. There were no interlopers here at first.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
He said, y'all got one for me? I got 3 for y'all. But see, you try to stop that. Yo, this monster is petty. Yeah, this boy was taking souls. Alright, Adepti, I see y'all. That was smooth. That was a nice save.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What's the idea?
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
Oh no, she
I
knows.
sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
I still want them to explain the mechanics behind the Jade Chamber. Also, if I was anybody in that city, I would have been like, you just had bombs chilling over our head that whole time? Yo, I can't after that. Y'all fucking with me, right?
Is it finally over?
It's over.
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade.
Okay.
The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time.
Especially a fake one, right?
It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
Cool.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
So, y'all cool now, right?
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
This girl here, you couldn't just take the amicable road and been cool.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer.
This girl, Madam Ping.
I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now.
I guess it definitely lies now. Apple be on fire with all the streams this guy next. How are you doing today, dude? What's going on?
It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liu Qixing.
Yeah, she definitely the backbone, because if she had not built that Jade Chamber, I'm saying, a lot more people would have been casualties.
Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liu means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
I agree. Good, just working here. How am I? Still, man.
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations.
I'm enjoying the story right now. Also, this girl right here, businesswoman through and through, she said, can it be used for negotiations?
Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today.
Right.
But please...
Oh. I accidentally skipped that.
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liu 3,700 years ago.
Right.
Even to this very day, Liu and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat.
Oh, definitely not. Considering it took every power you had in the city to fight it, and then part of the city itself.
But that does not mean that the Liu of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Imagine the Adepti becoming cool with them now, and then they're walking through the city. Hello? Are you doing business?
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liu?
I mean, technically needed help protecting Liu, even yourselves.
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liu in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
Damn. Well, Retainer, you so out there and mean for no reason. Like, come on, Cloud Retainer.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
I thought she was about to have something smart to say about that.
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation.
A way to look at it.
I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
That's pretty powerful.
Oh, Ningguang.
We're all on the same side here.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
I'm saying exactly what I just said. We're all on the same side here. Do we all not want to protect this city? When there is discord between the Guardians and those they were meant to defend, harmony becomes very difficult to restore.
Right. That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
This is what we learned in the City of Freedom.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Which is to be expected when you consider all the nations were made in the heat of war.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
Well, you're a laughingstock because if it was such a simple point and you guys were out here doing all this extra BS, yeah, no, of course.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
Madam Ping, the real one here.
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
It's cool. Just got done with a battle.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti.
Good guy. Good guy.
I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be.
You know, we were still battered, but hey, we made it.
Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
He up here stroking their ego, they about to go in like, you know what, these humans ain't so bad.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
I mean, she makes the best point here.
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I knew people were gonna protect the city or something like that.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there.
I mean, she makes the best point here.
When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
I'm just saying, the best argument of this whole situation, genuine, to the point, it definitely sits up here and hits home. Everybody should just listen to her.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Why not?
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Why'd this man have to say it so sassy-like? But also... But...
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus.
I like how she even tries to see it from his perspective.
Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today.
Huh?
The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection, but it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter.
Every matter, sure. Big matters like this, of course we need you. But also, why can't you come and celebrate with us?
Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
I think there's still a healthy balance between it, but sure.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
They've listened to what the people have to say. They're trying to understand things from their perspective. Second one.
Let us return now.
Yeah, if you don't chill, you're the most human of all of them.
Eager to leave, conqueror of demons.
I'm glad Mooncarver called him out on it.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition.
In other words, we don't like it here. Let's leave our business to you guys. It's not like you were disrespecting us, it's just not the same place.
Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence...
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further.
Okay, that sounds good.
But how will we ensure that the Liyue Chising will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
And that's why there should still be a partnership, but, you know, you guys feel the need to boot each other out completely because of different views. But alright.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh?
And all it took was a giant monster to steer it there. Say that again. The Adepti were quite reasonable again.
Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing.
What are we forgetting?
Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out.
Right.
But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up.
Right.
Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death too?
That's also right. I'm on with the big questions.
Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adeptiless rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's going.
Let us see what this...
Ask for him at Wangshen.
They said new teleport point.
Funeral parlor.
It's not a new teleport point, but it's close to where we're actually going. I like how I do that every time I respawn in. Like, I don't think there's a time I haven't accidentally hit that instead of the dash for... It's just good that it's never near a battle. Or never near a situation where it's like, alright, I need it for battle now.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
I mean... It's a funeral parlor. How bad could it be?
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Well, I mean, that can't be too bad of a travel, right?
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui?
It does.
Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble.
I mean, I'm assured he probably doesn't care, though. He's pretty neutral.
We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
Bet. So up these stairs and around, I believe. I like how I just started crawling on the walls again.
And with that, the fate of the Guhua
There we go. I remember some location.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Aren't you the one that was kind of acting on your own rogue volition, though?
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land?
Yeesh.
I'm sure you must have enjoyed that.
Ignora, I need you to be an actual card, my girl. An actual unit. But still. Put this girl in.
Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
She says as if she doesn't know who we are.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you're also one of the Harbingers?
It's Ignora.
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name.
How could I forget it?
Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
Still have time to take it back.
No, don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements, and our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could handle.
BS. Stop hitting me with them story reason.
So it might be best to keep things peaceful this time, seeing that 2 of the Harbingers are here.
And this is the moment where they go, 2? No, 3!
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's pretty up there on the awkward scale.
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
I was saying that.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally.
You sure? That last fight seemed like you had something against us personally.
Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end.
Exactly. Everything but that.
Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you.
I mean, valid, but also fuck you.
The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on.
Zhongli tricked you? Or in Zhongli?
So actually, I think...
Did they both just disappear on him like, haha?
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here.
Oh, I thought they both disappeared on him like, you got me screwed on that one.
You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
The Gnosis?
What in the world are you talking about?
I like how my boy had to hit the big, so about that.
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
Oh, he's the one that got to it first, but I kind of saw that coming too.
How sanctimonious.
I mean, you both were a little too close to the Fatui. And as unassuming as he is, I don't know, he still did things that he needed to do for the project. I just don't think that he had as much of a situation as Mr. Child. Because Mr. Child was definitely the upfrontal in-your-face moment. So Zhongli is actually Rex Lapis? Yeah.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio?
Yeah.
No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
That's an exciting twist. I like how she hit that pause of, no, you trading sides though?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract, for it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Great, I don't understand. Why'd you fake your death?
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky and all of Lyra goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
I'm just surprised more people didn't go, huh, when seeing him.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
Like, at least one person should have went, huh.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain.
Okay.
As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. I witnessed the founding of Liyue, together with the Adepti 3,700 years ago.
Yeah.
Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come.
Which, apparently it has not?
Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day."
Hearing that random statement out of context is what made you go, yeah, I'm gonna betray the city.
I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
This guy here, they have a festival in your honor every year, and that was your moment of, have I finished my duties? The other Adepti I get, you? Sir, you have RexCon.
Oh, Zhongli.
No Zhongli this man, he tripping.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart.
Such as?
Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer.
Which, like, sure, a test is cool. And sure, wanting to move on from your position of as the divine leader is also fine. But I don't know if your ends justifies the means.
So I feigned my own death and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Qixing to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue.
So were you satisfied with your finale? Let me guess, you had another plan in case it all burnt down.
That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
I guess.
Of course. And it would have been all too easy for him, too.
So you struck that deal knowing that if you made too much chaos, you got nothing out of this. That's also very interesting.
Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
I was pleasantly surprised with the finale of the show that you all put on. Why, you even deserved an encore.
Encore? What would have been the encore for that fight?
The Adepti deserve the greatest applause, considering their years of seclusion. They hardly recognized the city, yet faced with such a crisis, they exerted the greatest amount of restraint. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even tried to understand the heart of the people. And hats off to the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract, Signora. She managed to keep everything she knew in strict confidence, far from the eavesdropping ears of her colleague child, just as I had requested.
I mean, that is quite the feat, considering this man had eyes and ears on the ground, boots everywhere. He said, I know everything.
All the while, I carried on as Zhongli, and fulfilled the traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for walking that path with me, traveler.
Talking about, we helped put on your own fake funeral. Good job.
These things were all a part of my script. The only unforeseen plot twist was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing.
Yeah?
I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done,
they ended up doing more than you would think.
They seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue as divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
I mean, with you not there, somebody had to fill it, and they were already in power.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
I mean, like, cool that you proved your point and you got your wishes, but it still seems like such a roundabout way to get your wishes with that contract there.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me?
Nope.
You practically kept me in the dark.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything.
Yeah, he definitely did all that on his own volition, and he did it well.
If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Signora, I want to know so much more about you, because it's like, some of the stuff you say, it's like, and other stuff, it's like, Huh?
Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that?
Exactly.
Are you itching for a fight?
We were both equally fooled. Really embarrassed yourself this time.
Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue. I, on the other hand, will be forever prescribed as a disturber of the peace, no?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapoljarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
The way she says it, like, it's his name, but it also feels more insulting.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
I don't blame you, after being played like a fiddle.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
I'd like to know what the Cryo-Archon offered you. What could possibly be worth the Gnosis?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Okay. So, hypothetically speaking,
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it.
yeah?
My agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon. My contract to end all contracts.
It's a hell of a contract, I guess, but also still weird position to take, sir.
As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
That's such a BS play. He said, you wanna know? Go find out. It's better this way. Well played, Zhongli. Hopefully one day we encounter each other again. I think that's a good photo.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
And that might be an even better photo. We'll do one more just to be safe. Alright. And what's in this mission?
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
This girl Piebod, she's like, I gotta remind you, it's all just a hoax. But you should go still. Alright, I guess we'll go to the rite of parting. See what's really happening up here. Although I feel like it'd be nice to let somebody else in on this secret. But I guess you also can't really let anybody else in on this secret, because considering who took power, considering who's still around and just settled their beef, will kind of defeat the whole situation.
Well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
Oh?
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't catch the culprit, did they?
Nope.
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think. I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady types is worth anything.
It says the rumors were right, and then turns around and says, but the gossip ain't right.
There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty high in rank. I think they called him Child.
Oh, yeah, that man definitely got a ruined reputation now.
Fatui? They certainly are very suspicious. Who knows what those greedy, crooked folks...
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
That was a roller coaster of a conversation. Alright. See what these dudes have to
You
say.
know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since Rex Lapis subdued it.
Right.
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis, too.
I feel like that makes sense though, because it's like if Rex Lapis's power isn't present, right? It makes sense that his seal wouldn't hold as much.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and released that evil god might have been one and the same?
It's almost as if it could be.
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very possible indeed. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that wicked, black-hearted scoundrel. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never heard of such a person in all my years.
Because you haven't heard of it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Ah, forget it. Guessing's no use to us. Look, the Millilith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's hear what the Ministry of Civil Affairs has to say first.
Cool. Let's get this parting of rights over. Also, why wasn't he in charge of gathering all the stuff for
Hear
this?
ye all! The chief, though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge.
It is.
Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed.
Do you know the truth?
Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened.
Okay. So, he did reveal the truth.
Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Cool.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said.
They're saying that he wasn't murdered.
So that's how they're spinning it.
Yep.
Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Not to mention how this excuse sounds like something they just made up on the spot.
It does. But also, after the giant monster, would you really want people running amok in the city?
Could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything.
Just because he thought that doesn't mean they actually didn't.
Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands?
That's possible. I think you've hit the bullseye this time.
Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a look.
Cool. Let us part, boys.
Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
The fact that she didn't include Ganyu in that, also, perfect team.
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
Right.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
This guy here. His whole soul was taken by this.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
That's fair. And that could definitely get in your way in seeing, like, what's actually going on.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
I'm down.
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
I think she's looking this way.
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way.
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
It is. Hi.
So young.
They were probably imagining some wise old sage dude with a beard.
The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long.
Right?
Name your price. You deserve that much.
I want the city.
Whoa.
I like how everybody looked in like, so what do you want? We ain't gonna get nothing.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
If you don't get that up out of here. Also, high voice. Wow. Talk to the talk to the people taking part in the right. You.
As for the mortals and Adepti of Liyue, what shape shall our relationship take from now on?
Wrong person, but Madam Ping deserved to be talked to.
Huh. And to think I'd put my best perfume on before coming here, thinking you'd like it.
Maybe I do like it.
But it seems as if those perfumes really were meant to be offered to Rex Lapis.
This girl.
Well, that's fine. Suffer no rivals in love, they say. And that's 3 gone in 1 stroke.
Still like one of the best background NPCs. You. No, I can't talk to you. Fuck. Yeah, we're gonna talk to him. Oh, were those really the only options we had here?
Rex Lapis. Oh, Rex Lapis. Now that I think about it, if everyone's of the same mind as me...
Yeah?
Perhaps mementos for Rex Lapis might be the best short-term business opportunity.
Sir, what? I knew somebody was going to try to figure out a business method to mess around with this. You're like, Ah, Zhongli. I knew you were going to be here somewhere in the shadows.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again.
Just walks out and goes, I am him, Rex Lapis.
And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years?
My boy said, I'm free! Free at last! I don't care about how they feel.
Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Xinyue kiosk.
Do you finally have the cash? Well, actually, I shouldn't say that, because you did pay for the last one.
That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Xinyue kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
Not wrong.
You're right. I do like the Mora.
You've been this way this entire time, but why would Morax lack Mora? He makes good points.
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do.
I mean, you could.
When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon, So I had to rehearse a little for my new life.
And your rehearsal was, let me accept any price that was given to me, despite how outrageous it might be.
Oh, no wonder. Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
A parasite to society, well damn.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that.
Right? She shot them big shots at you, my boy.
In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives.
Okay.
The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you.
It was a fine journey.
That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Is this where it ends?
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
It could be a nice team up.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed.
The god who rules Inazuma.
The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Oh yeah? What's the name?
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the shogun of the Inazuma Bakufu, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
The Inazuma Shogunette?
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year.
Give us some more insight, Paimon.
Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Oh? What did visions do to make this happen?
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
Right?
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Oh. So she out here assassinating people with visions?
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of a statue of the 1,000-armed, 100-eyed god.
Okay.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
And as a god, she wants to revoke it.
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
Exactly, she wants to keep that boundary there.
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity.
That's pretty nice.
It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm.
Yeah, that's definitely some self-preservation right there.
The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity.
You knew that going in, and you didn't have any plan to take care of that situation? Like, I get that you all rule your own boundaries separately. Well, like, come on now.
Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto heaven.
I mean, say what you will. It's a good saying.
All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
About the trial.
Ah, that was a good one. Failing a divine trial. How they came up with that excuse, I will never know. That said, the reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in secret that Rex Lapis was not dead.
Uh-huh. In secret.
I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particularly convenient Adepti art known as gifting dreams and visions?
I'm assured that the Adepti saw you and they're like, yeah, that's him.
All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
About Child?
Yeah, about that. Before the Qixing made their announcement, we listened to a lot of people talking on the way. Most of them put the blame for everything on Child.
Which seems about right.
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Qixing from defeating the ancient god.
Okay, so rightful blame.
I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment, browbeating the envoys of the Fatui.
As she should.
Ha, those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position as a harbinger, I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him and called for his dismissal by now. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Let's do the last two, I guess.
The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Kuching is absolutely right in saying this.
You know, when even he agrees with Kaching, that's some stuff.
Now, though I did laud Ningguang's desire for power, believing this to be a good thing, and thought as a matter of course that she must have been behind the Qixing's plan to take governing power over Liyue from the hands of the gods and Adepti, could the original person who brought up the idea of seizing power have been...
But here's the thing. The Adepti were rarely there. The god was only there once a year. Did it not make sense to have somebody in place until those things came back? So this is why I'm like, I don't know. I feel like the split and you having this whole plan to be like, they don't need us. It's like, they needed you, but you guys weren't there. So then they created new forms and they still respected the fact that you were there, but yeah.
All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
That's right. Zhongli, now that you don't have your gnosis, what's going to happen to all the Mora in Teyvat? Since Morax is dead, are they all just gonna disappear?
That'd be interesting.
Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire continent? Will it even continue to work?
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy period of time, since creating Mora requires the use of the Geo-Archon's power.
In other words, there's going to be a recession.
This is terrible! We're all about to run out of Mora!
Yes, this is indeed a major issue from a financial standpoint.
If you had everything else planned out, why didn't you have a good plan for that?
Well, I suppose we'll just leave such troublesome matters to the Liyue Qixing to debate.
This guy.
Then, did you at least set some private funds aside for yourself?
This man definitely checked out hard. He was like, nope, we ain't here.
Oh, a private fund. This does seem like a good, logical, common sense idea. It's a shame.
Didn't think about it until now.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
No, that's all.
Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have patience. I suspect that some serendipity must first come into play.
Okay. Well, here's to serendipity. Claim a reward there. And I guess we'll see what our new thing is. Legends of the Dark Knight Hero. I think I know what mission that is. Not necessarily, but I think I know what it is. Also curious. Yep, okay, so both banners disappear. I did earn a bunch today. Between today and yesterday. And then I have enough for goodies. That's not bad.
Cold beer after a hard day's work.
What does map teleport over? And get started on our next big adventure mission. I thought they were still saying it was 400 away from us. Yeah. Okay. I don't know the actual mission, but I knew who it was tied to. Which just works out. What's up, Charles?
So, you've got a taste for adventure too, huh?
I do.
I must say, the patrons have been in a bit of a buzz lately.
How so?
Though the topic on everyone's lips is more of an urban legend than actual news.
Tell me
Even
about it.
minding my own business, I still end up hearing all about it.
I mean, you're in a bar, an open space where people are always talking, and you have to listen out for orders. I'm pretty sure you do hear it, even when you're trying to mind your business.
Uh-oh. It's not one of those scary urban legends, is it?
It could be.
If so, Paimon needs to take a deep breath first.
Do it.
It's not a particularly scary story, no. At least, not for most people. It's the tale of the Dark Knight Hero.
Tell me of the Dark Knight Hero.
Huh? Did the bartender just say something?
He did.
You weren't even listening.
She was just ready to scream. She said, I'm here for the screams.
Anyway, the Dark Knight Hero. It is said that he appears in the middle of the night to fight evil and uphold justice.
Seems about right.
But to be honest, I don't have much interest in such rumors.
Why not?
Unless, of course, he can help take care of the more belligerent patrons after they've had a few too many. I would happily take that as proof of his existence.
I mean, that would be a good reason. Has anyone ever seen him? Why would he hide his identity?
I'm told that there have been a handful of sightings, but in the depths of night, no one can get a good look at him. Perhaps that's why he only appears at night. Nevertheless, the sightings confirm that the Dark Knight Hero is more than just a groundless rumor. Anyway, that's more or less everything I know. If you want to know more, ask around in the plaza. I need to serve some customers.
Yeah, seems about right.
Dark Knight Hero. Seems like your standard cookie-cutter urban legend. But just a little darker. Wonder who it could be.
Just a little
Once you're
darker.
ready, let's head out to the plaza and ask around.
Yeah, just a little darker. I hate this so much. I hate that they place things right next to the door, and it's like you have to interact with them, even if you don't mean to. Watch the Dark Knight hero just be, the Darkwing Duck popping out to us. Let's get dangerous. But my boy was ready for a fight. The area for the objective.
You want to find out about the Dark Knight hero?
I do.
Look no further. It's me. I am the Dark Knight hero.
You're kidding, right? Just as I thought. It was you all along.
I'm joking. Don't take everything so seriously.
I wasn't.
Jokes aside, I do think that the Dark Knight hero and I have one thing in common.
What's that?
What's that?
It's the way he sticks to his principles. Coming out here night after night, fighting for justice, keeping Mondstadt safe.
Pause. So do you come night after night fighting for justice to save your principles? Keep Mondstadt safe? Because I need to see this. This guy. What's up, TK?
Wow, so you're a nocturnal vigilante too?
How are you doing? It sounds like she is.
No, I just mean he must be seriously rich.
I wish I had my camera on right now so you could see how deadpan I looked into it when she said that.
Why is that?
People only start worrying about spiritual fulfillment once they have enough material wealth.
I guess?
It's the same in every hero story, isn't it?
There are broke superheroes too. So you just wanted to flaunt your wealth. Pretty much.
No, it's nothing like that. I just have too much time on my hands these days.
Yeah.
Same difference. You are the boss of the Cat's Tail after all.
Why don't you ask the guards at the city gate? They do night shifts all the time. They must know something.
I guess they would know something. I'm chilling, dude. How are you doing? Not too much. Trying to get some Genshin mentions and missions. And there we go.
You want to know about him?
Yeah, him.
In fact, I'm one of the few who has seen him with my own 2 eyes.
Alright, so what does he look like?
Great! This is the guy we need to talk to. So, just who is the Dark Knight hero?
Said he's seen him, not he knows who he is.
Down. Let me start from the beginning.
Oh no, not from the beginning.
I was patrolling one night when suddenly I heard something. I rushed over to check it out. I saw a gang of suspicious-looking fellows who looked like they were up to no good. So I quickly hid.
Hid? You're supposed to be a guard.
Right? You're the one out here supposed to be protecting the city, and you talking about I hid. So how am I supposed to believe that you actually saw this man? Dylan about to pop open some DK64. Fun.
That was when he appeared. He was dressed in black from head to toe, perfectly hidden in the night. The way he crept up on those bad guys must have felt like a living nightmare.
Batman. I mean, yeah, Batman. I like how Genshin felt the need to make a Batman reference, by the way.
Wow.
Guess what I did next?
Ran away? Yeah, ran away. There's no way you became his sidekick.
I wasn't the bad guy. Why would I need to run away? Still, I did leave the scene. I didn't want to be a nuisance to the Dark Knight hero.
I didn't run away, but I left the scene. Why does that sound like the type of exaggeration you make just as your homies talk about something? It's like, yup, you know, I was there, and then shit started going down, and I ain't run away, but I wasn't there.
So instead, I headed to the Knights of Favonius' residence.
You think the Dark Knight hero might be one of the knights?
Correct. I thought surely someone with such a strong sense of justice and who voluntarily protects Mondstadt is exactly the kind of person you'd find in the Knights of Favonius.
There are a bunch of people like that that aren't in the Knights of Favonius.
But it seems I was wrong. I checked everywhere, and there were no signs of anyone having left the building.
So you're saying whoever it is can't be from the Knights of Favonius after all?
Yes. But I just can't understand. Why would someone like that not want to join the Knights?
See, my curious moment here is, why is this the moment after we just had this hype-ass dragon battle and we're told about a new nation that we need to go to? Somebody's like, the Dark Knight!
I'm sure they would warmly welcome someone of his abilities.
5 hours played and you only have 18% in DK. Sounds about right. Also, Genshin PTSD. You enjoy that wailing lady.
So, the point you're trying to make is, you don't know who the Dark Knight hero is either?
Nope, that's his absolute point.
Hey, don't be like that. At least by talking to me, you've ruled out a few more people.
We've ruled you out. And I guess, yeah, we ruled out the rest of the knights, but we've ruled you out. What should have been done before the Wii U quest?
Anyway, try asking at the flower shop. I heard a girl there's been talking about the time you rescued her.
So, in other words, it just latched on to the next mission. Gotcha. Yeah. Because I don't have the next Archon mission, so. Because I didn't do this, I can't do the next Archon. That sucks.
What's wrong with me? Why can't I get him out of my mind?
Now she's having like a Mary Jane Spider-Man moment, talking about he rescued me.
Hello? We'd like to ask you about the Dark Knight hero.
My hero? Oh, sorry. Just hearing his name gets me lost in thought.
The way she burst out for that, by the way.
Talking about? Is it that obvious?
It's very obvious considering everybody's out here bursting for it. But also, girl, we just said his name and you went, my hero! Unless the new quests are out, you've done the main quest. I'm trying to get through the Klee quest so I can get to the Barbara thing real quick. Essentially, I'm trying to do the event for the skin.
Oh no! What am I going to do if Master D-Luke ever finds out?
Yeah, if Master D... Oh my gosh, she said his name, by the way. Like, there's just something about how she just said this man's name. It screams, yo. Really?
Huh? What's D-Luke gotta do with this?
How long does the skin last? A few more hours?
Well, I guess I might as well spill the beans then. I used to think Diluc was the one for me.
She used to, until she was saved.
But ever since the time I was rescued by the Dark Knight hero, I just don't know anymore.
Maybe they're both the one for you. Maybe they're one and the same. Who knows?
Wowee! You saw the Dark Knight hero? For real? What's he like?
It all happened so fast. I was so scared.
I was so scared. It happened so fast. I don't know who he is, but I'm in love. This girl here.
All I remember is seeing a flash of fire. But I felt safe. I only saw his silhouette, but it felt so familiar.
She ain't in love. She need to be bonked. Familiar, could it be someone you know?
Who knows? Now that you mention it, a pyrovision does seem like a good explanation.
Yeah. A pyrovision.
It lit up the whole area in an instant. I remember that very well.
Okay then. Well, thanks for the intel, Donna. See you around.
I like how Paimon was like, let's get out this situation.
Based on what we know so far, all we need to do is find a wealthy, vision-wielding vigilante who's not one of the knights.
It could be literally anyone. Yeah. There's nobody that fits that description exactly.
Nope, still no idea. But we already asked so many people. Guess we gotta see for ourselves. Let's take a look around the city at nighttime.
Girl, you know exactly who that is. I got 2 hours and 38 minutes. And take part in the Echoing Tales event, which I need to be able to go to the island. Which I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get done, but hey. Well, look at this outfit, TK. Alright, let's set our timer. You said 18 o'clock?
It's getting dark. Let's stick around Mondstadt. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll meet the Dark Knight hero.
Sir, it's barbarific. Run around Mondstadt. Just starts running. I mean, considering how much they charged for the Jean costume, I'd rather not, because somebody else said it might be paid in the store after this. I'm like, no. This man's sliding around like he's the Ice Vision. Also, he's not even wearing a mask or anything. How does nobody go, huh, Diluc? Are you all really that scared?
The Dark Knight hero is Master Diluc?
Yeah.
After managing to steer clear of the guards' patrol route, I never anticipated I'd run into you instead.
You're trying to avoid the guards' patrol route, but also take care of the issues that these dudes can't get rid of. Why don't you just wear a costume or something? The Dark Knight hero? I knew it was you all along. I mean, yeah.
Dark Knight hero? Sounds awfully derivative to me. Please tell me you didn't come up with that.
No, wasn't us. Also, I like how much of a dirt face he has on.
How is this the first you've heard of the name? Every man and his dog in Mondstadt is yapping about the Dark Knight hero.
They definitely are.
I do not concern myself with idle chatter. Though, I suppose I may take the idleness of others as a sign that peace prevails.
Huzzah! The great mystery of the Dark Knight Hero of Mondstadt. We solved it.
So we good? We clear?
Now then, Mr. Dark Knight Hero.
Can't you just call him Diluc at this point?
Please stop calling me that. Seriously, it makes me uncomfortable.
Yo, I'm glad he said it.
Not surprised. It's the stupidest superhero name Paimon's ever heard. You should come up with something more original.
Oh. Alright, Paimon. Shots.
Like, Captain
Captain Pie! Alright. Yeah,
Pie?
Pie?
Captain Pyro!
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's where you were going.
Tell us, Captain Pyro, what happened here today?
It was the Abyss Order.
I like how he accepted that, though. He's like, Dark Knight Hero? Fuck that. Captain Pyro?
Them again?
I don't know what the devil they're plotting this time. It seems they're performing some initial reconnaissance. Considering that I've proven myself to be one step ahead of them on countless occasions, their persistence is unusual.
Yeah, they seem pretty active.
I assume so, unless you're aware of any other Dark Knight heroes around these parts.
He says it with such disdain.
The Knights are, for the most part, an utterly incompetent bunch.
It's not wrong.
I cannot trust them to take this matter over.
So this is a job for the mighty Diluc Den. Seems you have a history with the Knights.
That's not my point. I'm not doing this to impress anyone.
Or you're not.
Well, I hope this conversation has been of service to you. Because I would like to ask for a favor in return.
Let's go.
Oh? What is it, Master Diluc? Your wish is our command!
Don't say that, Paimon. He wants us to be his sidekicks.
You must keep my identity a secret.
Or that.
Above all, it is crucial that you do not let the Knights of Favonius know I am connected to any of this.
Sure, but I'm pretty sure they could piece this one together very simply. Especially anybody that knows the fire vision here.
They appear to just be small-timers. You should have no trouble dealing with them. I cannot afford delays on account of a few lackeys. I shall have to let you take care of them. Remember, don't tell a soul.
Sure.
Hey, you're just gonna leave us like this?
Yeah. Come on, finish up. Y'all boys just did. And you know it. I don't even know why y'all bother to attack the city anymore. And can we not get like some safeguard weapons on the city to protect this thing more? Talk to Huffman. Where's this Huffman? Oh, there he is.
Greetings. I thought I heard something, so I came to check it out.
Came a little late.
Did you see anything out of the ordinary?
I did.
Nope. Nuh-uh. Not here. Nothing. Zilch.
I saw no guards in their position.
Unless you're looking for the Dark Knight Hero, in which case...
Shut up, Paimon.
The Dark Knight Hero? You saw him?
Oh, the Dark Knight Hero is, her!
How is that any better, Paimon?
You! The hero who safeguards Mondstadt from the shadows. On behalf of the Knights of Favonius, I thank you for your service to this city.
No problem.
It's nothing. Really, you're too kind.
Wait a second. Aren't you the traveler that just arrived in the city?
No. Well, yes, but also no.
Rumors were circulating about the Dark Knight hero long before you ever arrived here.
Oh,
Why would you lie to me about that?
Sorry.
Never mind. You don't seem like bad folks.
I mean, he did save the city, so, you know, but it's also supposed to be an earlier mission, but still.
But I do hope you will visit the Knights of Favonius soon, where we can discuss the Dark Knight hero situation in more detail. You know, some things are best not discussed in public.
Yeah.
Duty calls. I must be going. Stay safe, traveler.
Bye, dude, that I'm never gonna see again.
seems like Huffman has something he really wants to
Oh,
say
no.
to you about the Dark Knight hero.
They actually want us to talk to him
The
again.
Knights of Favonius and see if you can find him.
Fine, we'll talk to Huffman. Huffelman. What's up?
Huffman!
Oh, it's you two. Thank you for coming.
You sounded so happy to see Huffman, by the way.
So, the Dark Knight hero. Do you have anything else you're able to share with me?
Did I first ask what's going on?
Ah, yes, of course I should fill you in first. Apologies for my appalling lapse of etiquette.
Cool.
The situation is... Here, take a look at this.
Looking.
Jeez, what horrible handwriting.
The Dark Knight hero, question mark, question mark, question mark, has endured too long your self-proclaimed question mark, question mark, question mark, in hypocrisy. We hereby, question mark, we shall, question mark, march full onto Mondstadt front gate at question mark. If you wish to cling to your so-called justice, don't sit idly by, question mark. Step up and accept, question mark. Otherwise, Mondstadt's question mark shall take the fall instead. Cool.
Let me take a closer look. Huh? Some parts of this seem to be complete gibberish.
Yeah. Very much so.
Indeed. Although this is written in the common tongue, it appears that a cipher has been used in many places. Nevertheless, one can grasp the general message from the non-ciphered portions alone.
Gist of it is, Mondstadt's in danger. Look out.
This is a war declaration from the Abyss Order to the Dark Knight hero.
Does that mean the bad guys want the Dark Knight hero to go away forever and ever?
They definitely want that.
Something like that. Thus, we are hoping to contact him as soon as possible so that we can attempt to coordinate a response. After all, this matter no longer concerns merely the Dark Knight hero himself. It impacts the entire city of Mondstadt. If you find out anything at all, come and find me.
Why does it always involve the whole of Mondstadt?
A war declaration sent by the Abyss Order? This is not good news at all for Master Diluc. Quick, we should go tell him right away.
I wouldn't have just said that out loud, especially considering we never left the location. But why did my mans go to the winery already? He's like, quick, to the wine mobile! Also, how does he... He goes, You're looking over to the city at night, but you're back and forth between your mansion several miles out at the winery. Alright, Diluc. I see you making this long trip back and forth. You better be teleporting too. Because otherwise, I def got questions. Like, you got speed, but you ain't got that kind of speed. I heard rustling in the bushes from miles away. Entered a winery. What's up, dude?
Master Diluc! Just now, we were at the Knights of Avonius, and...
This place seems classy, just listening at that music.
I take it you're about to inform me of the war declaration from the Abyss Order.
How'd you know?
I'm aware of it. Though I appreciate you for taking the trouble to come all this way.
What?
Okay.
The Dawn Winery's intelligence network extends...
Great! So, what's the plan, Master Diluc?
I accidentally clicked through that.
I'm open to suggestions. No. That would be playing right into the hands of the Abyss Order.
Would it?
They know full well that we don't exactly see eye to eye. They're using this as a means to force me into making an appearance.
I mean, they are. But also, I'm pretty sure they just need... They also need to know who it is. Like, it's one of those tough situations. It's like the Batman-Gordon situation.
If my identity were exposed, all my future activities would be subject to some degree of interference from the Knights.
Fair enough.
After all, no powerful organization wishes to be outdone by someone from the outside.
Ooh, the Abyss Order has really dealt you a tough hand this time. What a sneaky little bunch those guys are.
I mean, that's how they put pressure.
There is a way. But for it to work, I need some more information. Specifically, I need to decipher the obscured portions of the Abyss Order's war declaration.
Obscured portions? You mean the bits Paimon can't read?
Exactly.
It must be a cipher only understood by members of the Abyss Order.
Why would they
used to spread messages within the organization?
Why would they send you a message written that only they can read? That way they know the threat is real, but they don't know when the threat's coming.
It's not simply a war declaration, but also a notification to their own. When you take a stand that makes you a hero to one party, you also become a villain to the other.
Not wrong.
Since I've been the Abyss Order's enemy for so long, they've made me the target around which they can rally their troops and unite their strength.
So a call to action for everybody to attack this man at once? Oh, that's fat.
Wow. Seems like it takes a lot of brains to be a superhero, huh?
I understand my enemy well, is all. As the saying goes, heroes and villains are two sides of the same coin.
So what are we gonna do about the intel that's written in gibberish, then?
Simple. When you don't understand something, you ask. I've already tracked down one of their strongholds. If you're interested, feel free to come along.
Not really interested, but we can go. Just as soon as I steal all your books. Man ain't got no books no more. Bye. Go to the Abyss Stronghold. Map. Like, I'm just trying to teleport here. You don't need to be specific about what it is.
This is the place. Abandoned room. Come on. There's no time.
There is no time to lose. Does it really give me the option of which I want to do at the point?
This is the place. Abandoned ruins like these are precisely the kind. Come on.
Alright. So... good then, right? I'm gonna assume it's the top one? Yeah, Abyss Mage. Start. Luke! Mans has a strong overhead sword. That's for sure.
Your verdict is?
The Phoenix Sting is pretty cool, but I don't know. My boys still don't hit for shit.
Get them!
Or at least by comparison, I guess. Because even though she doesn't hit for shit right now, he's definitely putting in more work as a fire unit. But that's because more consistent entry to skill. I think his skill cooldown's a little high. Get dirted on.
Eyes on me!
We good? Oh. That man said, no, we're not good. I'm here for fights. Fine.
Retribution!
Please tell me that hit big fella. He did not. His ult seems to charge up pretty fast, but even then. And then this ult's back. Honestly, it's hard to say how I truly feel about this man's kit. God, it's so terrible to switch to your guest trial characters. Like, yeah, I'm really, Dilute? It's like, yeah, I'm switching to them, but that's also how you pull up your quick menu, so the game's def having a hard time with it sometimes. I wonder if that's any better on playing PC, because the extra buttons and stuff.
Burn.
So y'all dead, right? See, not only did they not die, they went up top and now they're just chilling there.
You're toast! Boba, get them!
Time for retribution!
Yeah, as fast as that ult charges, I see why it hits like it does. Because it also does have a pretty decent range, but man.
blown away.
Not perfect, because that wasn't what I was trying to switch into, but...
Steady, go.
I like how the little slime dude was just looking at us like, so, what now? That I've been on every type of journey. Oh, I got a pop down at the end of the fight.
Burn.
So it definitely has a carrying effect, and the carry is nice. But man, does this boy take damage. I definitely think I'd rather have Bennett over him. Just because the boosting and the healing. Because I almost want to use his ult for a singular target. Like, I'm using it for a singular target just because... I don't know, dude. Hydro Mage.
Oh, there can be no excuse or defeat.
Out of the frying pan, into the
Yep.
fire.
I wonder if I gave him food, if I could bring him back. But even then, it's like... Would it do much for us right now?
Back at ya.
Even trying to use him to his full effect is like... I don't know, dude. Go chill. I don't need this man to bubble back up. That'd be a whole nother 3 hours.
How did you find me here, Favonian scum?
But I'm not Favonian.
I am no knight of Favonius. Now start talking. Your plan, what is it?
I see you received our letter. But if you think I'm going to let you in on our secrets, I'm afraid you're quite mistaken.
You should let us in on your secrets.
You appear to have misunderstood the situation you're in.
Have they?
Did you just use a pyro vision to shoot fire from your hands? Ah, it burns!
I bet it does.
Let's see how long it takes for you to crack.
Stop! Stop! Please! Pain! I beg you! Make it stop!
Burn him with searing hands again. Interrogate him about the plan of attack.
I'll talk. I'll talk. Ow, ow, ow! Please, stop! I'll tell you everything.
Because I don't want Luke to accidentally kill him and then they'd be like, go do another thing.
This order. We've amassed a force bound by a shared hatred for the Dark Knight hero.
Alright.
They will march on the Mondstadt city gates at 10 p.m. tomorrow night.
That's all I needed to know.
Everything I know. Please, don't make me suffer those flames again.
Make him suffer.
That's it? Well, I doubt you'd be foolish enough to keep anything else hidden.
Man, it's spitting heavy. That I just burnt you so many times that I'm sure you're not stupid enough to get burnt again.
Now that I have the information I need, I must prepare.
Alright.
I would be grateful if you could keep me updated on how the Knights of Favonius respond to this matter.
Sure.
Yes, Master Diluc, sir. Anything you say, Master Diluc, sir.
Deluxer. The way she says it, Deluxer.
Why are you acting so strange all of a sudden?
In light of what just went down here a moment ago,
Yeah?
Master Diluc has officially reached #1 on Paimon's People Not to Tick Off Under Any Circumstances list.
She did act as weird last time somebody freaked her out, so I could see that. Talk to Huffman about the thing. Huffman! I need your help! I did double check. Apparently it will be in the store, but I don't know, based on that gene prices. Gonna suck, but at least we've progressed the story, and that's mainly what I wanted to do. Or, not mainly, but that is part of what I wanted to do. Screw you, Huffman!
If we do not make contact with the Dark Knight hero soon...
What are we to do about the Abyss Order?
Ah, it's you two. I must admit, this issue of the Dark Knight hero is proving to be something of a headache. We've just held a meeting to decide on an appropriate course of action. Can you guess what it is?
Bury our heads firmly in the sand? Join forces with the Dark Knight hero? That seems like the proper option.
No, that would send a signal that the Knights are in favor of the Dark Knight's hero's continued presence in our city, which we are not. Encouraging this kind of individual heroism undermines the Knights' authority.
Oh, well, what's the plan then?
It undermines your authority, but if you can't handle the situation, that's also already undermining your authority to begin with.
Find out the Dark Knight hero's true identity and offer him our protection.
Protection? He seems to be doing just fine without your protection so far, you know.
Not wrong.
Well, since you've aided the Knights in the past, I might as well just tell you. The offer of protection is just a ruse in order for the Knights of Favonius to take over full and exclusive responsibility for this matter.
Yeah, you're going to imprison him until the matter's over.
You aren't gonna let the Dark Knight hero be all heroic and stuff? Why not?
Firstly, to show the might of the Knights of Favonius, to prove to the people that without the Dark Knight hero, they can still rely on the Knights to maintain peace and harmony.
That plan seems pretty stupid, even on paper.
Secondly, the Abyss Order have no mercy in their hearts. If anything happened to the Dark Knight hero, it would only serve to further their nefarious ambitions.
Gosh, Paimon never knew the life of a knight involved so much untold anguish before.
It's a life.
But none of this will work if we don't establish the Dark Knight hero's true identity in time.
There's no need to despair, Huffman. Just follow my plan, and everything will be fine.
Yo. Hi, Kaya.
Ah, Captain Kaya.
Lately, Master Diluc has been working the bar at the Angel's Share every night.
Okay.
All I need you to do is keep him in your sight. Think you can manage that for me?
This guy, Kaya, he said I figured it out. Why haven't the rest of you?
Yes, Captain Kaya. But does that mean that Master Diluc is the Dark Knight hero?
Ding, ding, ding. Somebody figured it out.
Who knows? It's just a hunch. I've been known to be wrong on occasion.
Wow. Paimon feels we saw a whole new side of the Knights of Favonius today.
No.
Paimon doesn't understand. How is Kaya so sure he knows who the Dark Knight hero is? We need to get to the winery and tell Master Diluc as soon as Paimonly possible.
Paimon possible. I mean, they all have some kind of history, and Kaya and Diluc especially, so I definitely feel like him putting the pieces together wasn't the hardest. Also, he's a captain. But like I said, it's obvious. Fire Vision, not in the city, or Fire Vision in the city, not a part of the Knights. Who could it be? Nobody knows. I was like, if this mission doesn't load, I'm about to be on somebody's tail. What's up, buddy?
Master Diluc, Paimon has something important to tell you.
Tell him, Paimon.
Yes, about Kaya. I should have known he would see this as the perfect opportunity to get back at me.
The fact that this man knew without us even walking in.
Sounds like there's a bit of bad blood between you guys then.
I shan't get into that now. More importantly, the Knights of Favonius are responding more or less as I had anticipated.
But I want to know the bad blood.
All we need to do now is think of a counter plan.
Steer clear of the tavern for starters.
That won't work. It will only arouse the Knights' suspicion if I don't show up as they're expecting.
What if we put Paimon in a wig behind the counter?
That's what Kaya is counting on.
So what are we gonna do?
Patience. Let me think for a moment. If they intend to monitor me, then so be it. We can use this to create the perfect alibi.
Exactly. I show up and be the Dark Knight.
What's an alabla? An alibi?
If you want to find out, maybe you can do me a small favor first.
What's the small favor?
Oh, come on. Why do you love cliffhangers so much?
Right?
In Mondstadt, mist flowers are most commonly found in a region just northwest of the winery. If you could gather some for me, I'd be most grateful. I will make other preparations here in the meantime.
I'm pretty sure I have mist flowers. Y'all gonna make me leave the winery for this? I'm pretty sure I have mist flowers, game. I'm one short. Of course I am.
Let the show begin.
Get this girl some healing because I ain't got time for it. Water lily. I like how they're just like next to the water. Like mist flowers from the water beside. I definitely don't see any mist flowers over here right now. That's the sad part.
Race you!
As I run up and down the coast looking for them to do. And I keep hearing the indicator. I'm like, maybe I just passed one. No, that definitely ain't it. Also, if you could deal with 3 mist flowers, or if you could deal with 4 mist flowers, you could deal with 3 mist flowers. You need that extra misty boy for. There it goes.
Nice and spicy.
Collected it. And just to say screw you, game, collected an extra one. Teleport back here, just because we need the healing, and it'll get us out of this fight faster. Good travel. Their server shutting down for maintenance in about an hour. We're no longer able to head to the island, so please plan your game progress and avoid missing out. Man. Good banner there, by the way. Appreciate them telling. I'll probably try to finish up where I'm currently at in this, and then we'll probably end after that, because that's definitely server ending. An hour and 58 minutes left on the event, but they said an hour on their warning banner. That's pretty interesting. Oh, lower down. Not inside the actual winery anymore. Imagine him creating like a foggy mist the whole time in order to fight, and nobody know it's him. Some kind of smog of.
Ah, you're back. Allow me to introduce the winery's master brewer.
Oh yeah, that dude looks like a master at brewing.
So many mist flowers. Great. I can't wait to see how this turns out.
What's your plan exactly?
So, are you certain the equipment can withstand this level of purity?
I'm sure it can.
Oh my goodness. The winery owner himself is addressing me directly.
This guy here.
Don't worry, sir. It is always my honor to serve you, even if it means risking my life.
He was addressing you directly a second before that. But, okay.
Huh? What's so life-threatening about this?
Please, excuse me. I must get to work.
Alfred out here seeming a lot different.
What's he gonna do with a bunch of mist flowers?
Long story short, a few days ago, the winery was experimenting with some new flavors. They wanted to see if mist flower can truly add a crisp and refreshing taste.
Okay.
Sure enough, they discovered that the flower's extract is truly potent.
So the new batch is selling like hotcakes?
No.
No, not potent in terms of attracting customers, but slimes.
Alright.
Slimes need to extract elemental energy to survive. For them, this substance is simply irresistible. So I thought to myself, I wonder how much trouble I could cause now that I know this.
Which makes sense considering that they're naturally attracted to it in the wild.
Yikes! What was that noise?
Oh, cold. So cold. Oh, Master Diluc. Purification complete, sir. But the equipment is...
It's all broken. That boy done exploded it.
Marvelous work. Don't fret about the equipment. I shall have my butler order more immediately.
Marvelous! Jolly ho! Spiffing! Somebody fetch the butler! Paimon never knew you had to be so well-spoken to get a job in the alcohol industry.
She makes a good point, but also the fact that she did all that.
This is what I was talking about. Mist flower extract. Or, for our purposes, elemental bait.
Elemental bait could be very useful.
Wow, it really has a strong elemental whiff. Can we test it out?
I guess we should test it out.
Sprinkle a little on the ground over there. Careful, just a small amount.
So we don't have the equipment to make this thing over again.
And then, how long does it take before?
Not long, apparently.
Holy moly, it really does attract slimes, and even more than we expected.
It appears the potency is greater than anticipated. We better get rid of them before they wreak havoc on the manor.
I mean, you knew they were going to come.
Goba, get them!
That's why you told us only a little bit. Geo slimes. Not a problem there. It's more so those ice slimes, so it was like, it'd take a second. Once again, this one, not a problem. That other one, we'll see in a second. I kind of missed their hats. I wish it wasn't necessarily their shield, but just a part of their design.
Back at ya.
Like when you break it off, I just kind of look like, man, so weird without it.
Take this.
And that should be that.
Ooh, such a powerful effect from such a small amount of extract. At least we didn't go picking wildflowers for nothing.
At least we didn't spray a bunch of it and have to fight a horde.
All right, so can you tell us what your plan is now, Master D-Luke?
I'm pretty sure you just saw his plan in effect.
Yes. The plan is... And so, I expect it to all go down without a hitch.
Okay. I guess I'll see it in a second.
Are you sure it will work? You're the only person in the plan.
I have persevered alone from the start.
That's just how he likes it. And that's why he's the Dark Knight.
Now, I alone must face what lies ahead.
Well, if you already made up your mind. But until that moment comes, we can still help you out where we can. Isn't that right?
If the price is right. Yeah, sure.
I am indeed indebted to you. I shall see you at the tavern, as per the plan.
I mean, Diluc's a nice guy, so yeah, sure.
Let's wait until evening to meet Master D-Luke at the tavern.
Turn that timer up. And time to go meet Diluc. How about D-Luke? I'm guessing we got the right time on it. That's usually what they mean when they're like, evening, we want 1800. I don't blame them. I want some 1800 too. Without fail. Without fail. I hate this poster so much. Yeah, we gotta update to edit the poster out.
Greetings, Mr. Hoffman of the Knights of Favonius. To what do I owe the pleasure at this hour?
Oh, nothing. I'm merely procrastinating. I thought I might indulge myself with a beverage or two.
While in full armor?
Ah, traveler. Fancy meeting you here.
It is fancy indeed.
Oh, we were in the mood for an evening stroll.
Convenient that we both have terrible excuses.
What would you like to drink?
I'll have a dandelion wine, I suppose.
Ooh, Paimon wants apple juice.
Alright, Paimon.
Aw, but Paimon forgot to bring her coin pouch. Do you have any more on you?
I also forgot to bring mine.
Then I must regretfully ask you to come back when you can pay.
Well, in that case, let this be my treat.
Aw, thank you, Huffman.
No need. We'll be back in a jiffy.
Nice guy, Huff. Shut up, Bard!
Huffman showed up just as expected. Okay, remember the plan? Go to the city's side gate and place the elemental bait.
As Guy just stands there, so I'm pretty sure Guy would know who did this.
Whoa! You used all of it! This is gonna be pretty epic.
Until we have to fix it.
Here comes the slimes! Quick, let's get to the tavern before anyone spots us.
Like that guy? Because I'm telling you, that man saw us. And unless his lip's tight, this ship about to sink.
Captain Kaya is no doubt a formidable knight, but he also brings us more than his share of hassle.
Tell us about it.
No, this isn't right. I should not be talking about my superior in such a manner.
We're back! Is my apple juice ready?
This girl.
One moment.
She acted like the apple juice took forever to, like, mend. It was her coin purse.
Mr. Huffman! Mr. Huffman! A situation at the side gate! Everyone to the side gate!
I like how he knew exactly where Hoffman was, though.
What is it? What happened?
It's slimes, Mr. Huffman.
The way he says that, I bet you he brushes it off.
Slimes. You see them all the time. What's the big panic?
We do, but... Sir, there are more slimes out there now than all the slimes I've seen in my life added together.
That's a hell of an amount of slimes, considering this game's track record.
Whoa.
Surely this couldn't be the Abyss Order's secret weapon.
It could be.
But I have another matter to attend to here.
Oh? The matter of your dandelion wine?
I like how he threw that back on him very coy, like, I thought you were just killing time.
No, that's not what I meant.
So this is how the Knights of Favonius conduct themselves in a crisis.
It is.
The Abyss Order is encroaching on the city gates, and your response is to sit here drinking wine?
Is that not a good response?
It's like I've always said, the Knights are not to be trusted.
Master G. Luke is right. My conduct here has been below par. I shall set off at once. But first...
Give me that wine.
May I have a quiet word?
Do it.
Huh?
Shh, keep your voice down. I presume you know what this is about. Please watch G. Luke for me. Do not let him leave under any circumstances.
Oh, we'll not let him leave at all.
I must head to the side gate, but I'll be back shortly. I'm counting on you.
Sounds fine.
Good. That's him out of the way.
Everything's going according to plan.
I must get going too. I won't have a second to spare if I'm to be back in time.
Maybe you will. The Knights are pretty terrible.
Give up. Even
Place the Abyss Order on the head gate of Mondstadt. Imagine this was their plan, though. We sent slimes. Like, Abyss Order, are you losing your touch? No, we sent slimes. That's all we need. Alright, I think we're good. Yeesh, they deep out here.
There you are.
This is probably the
Dealing
scene
with
that
you
made
will be
everybody
the
like
easy
him.
part.
Because it's like, it's pretty cool, and it definitely makes his kit look fire, but I just don't feel like the damage is def there. I'm sorry, can the sword throw be a part of his actual kit? It was animated pretty dopely. Oh, they turned us into Diluc. Beat the Abyss Order's attackers.
To ashes!
You know what? For once, put it in the hands of someone else. Let's go, Diluc. Smelt that boy. Smelt those boys. I'm trying his kit out even more to see if there was something that I missed. His holds don't lead to a sword throw, but it's still nice for what it is. Now, if only I could defeat this Abyss Mage faster. Nope, nope, nope. Because if I remember right, those are one-shots. Or, not one-shots necessarily, but they do tons of damage when they do that. Watch Kaya's just on the side this whole time looking at us like, yeah. Yeah. So, Diluc. Oh, is that about not being him? The guy? The Dark Knight Vigilante? Oh. That's not how I meant to come out of that state, but you can get frozen at mid-air like that.
Come on, we can do it.
Let's just do the Fool Hill. That works out a little bit better.
Back at ya! Power that ended high shot! Ha!
What? These constant freezes are definitely a pain right now. Burst, burst.
You're toast.
We're gonna put Boba on this man so he can't get out, really. But also, you sit down. No more ice.
Not bad.
Off the top rope, in your DMs, and you're dead. I think that should be enough rounds, right?
Master Diluc, not a baddie left standing.
No baddies. But we like baddies.
Nothing more than a few hilly churls. No time to chat. I don't know how long those slimes will keep Huffman occupied. Best get back to the tavern.
At light speed.
Glad that's settled. Let's get back to the tavern.
Did he just say that?
Is back yet?
This girl pie mod. You would think that they would have teleported us there and made us be the lookout for Diluc, like, yo, is good. While he sneaks into the top floor and all this goodness. But no, Kaya's gonna be in here or some shit. It's gotta be the truth.
It seems Huffman hasn't yet returned. We made it in time.
Oh, perfect.
The situation is sorted now. I never expected that the Abyss Order's army would turn out to be nothing more than a few slimes.
A few slimes? You huffing and puffing.
That is a surprise. Perhaps the Knight's true calling is to be slime exterminators. Who knows? Domestic pest control may turn out to be a more valuable use of your resources.
I love the shade this man throws.
Master Diluc, please, have you no respect at all?
No, he definitely doesn't.
Well, how come you're sweating so much? You didn't leave, did you?
No, it's just really warm in here. I just did some squats.
Is it? But if that's the case, why are you also out of breath?
Uh-oh, Huffman is getting suspicious.
Excuse me, sir. Might I be so bold as to inquire? Did you see Master Diluc, today's bartender, did you see him leave just now?
This guy. I'm sure everybody else refers to him as Master Diluc as well.
Yikes, he's asking other customers.
Master Diluc? Why, no. He's been behind the bar this entire time.
Shoutouts to this man, he a real one.
I see.
Mr. Huffman, your dandelion wine. You ought to get back after this. Send my regards to the rest of the knights.
Oh, never mind. I must be going. I should report back. Here, take this as a token of my esteem.
Yeah, a token of your esteem.
How odd.
Is it odd? Do you really think people would betray him in his own bar where he provides and makes the wine?
Whew, that was too close. Paimon was sure we were toast.
I foresaw this eventuality. So, all the guests here tonight, save you two, are my own people from the Dawn Winery.
Sheesh. Smart. My boy thought 20 steps ahead.
They're all in on it?
Not all of them. Or should I say, not all of us.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna pop out, but still.
Kaya, where did you come from?
I just picked a good spot to quietly sit and watch the show.
What? You've been here this whole time?
Had to be.
Correct. The Dark Knight Hero's Alibi. I think it's my favorite chapter so far. More intriguing than a fine wine.
So, you plan to report everything to the Knights of Favonius?
That'd be terrible of him.
Come now, Diluc. You know me better than that. I have no interest in exposing secrets.
Yeah? Then why were you so hard for making sure that he never left?
I was just curious to see how far Mondstadt's Dark Knight hero would really go.
Yeah, fair enough.
And you did not disappoint.
Yet you sound very disappointed.
I have nothing to prove to you.
Oh, naturally. I must say, though, one thing I didn't see coming is that the mighty Dark Knight hero would actually need help from other people.
He still did it on his own. That's probably his response.
Sorry, we're closing. Please see yourselves out.
Oh. The fact that he was just like, nah.
All right, all right. I have no further need of wine to entertain myself tonight in any case.
Was it that good of a show for you?
Just one last thing before I go.
It had better be the very last thing.
Oof. I know you have fire vision and all, but you definitely hidden some heat.
I feel strangely comforted by the fact you now have an assistant, T-Luke. I hope you all have a wonderful night.
Does that mean I'm not an honorable knight anymore?
What was all that about?
Don't mind him. Thank you for all your help with this matter. This is a token of my gratitude.
I still want to know this story.
Wow! Thanks, Master D-Luke.
Mister, don't think about it. Don't know about it. It's gonna be something like he stole my eye patch.
I'm in the habit of working alone. But I did enjoy having your assistance this time.
Cool. I'm glad to hear.
In the future, if there's anything you ever need, you can come to me for help.
Another dandelion wine. That boy back there, off of it. He said, tipsy. Yeah, there it is. But I think it's def too late now.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
I don't think I had that beforehand. His joyous gift lies somewhere waiting to be discovered. Search for hypostas in the Applejackz. Or I'm doing it wrong. I'm supposed to.
It's hard to remain.
See. Not what I meant to do.
I land for so long.
We're gonna go outside and see if this works, and if it does, I'll probably end just so I can speed run this part. Quest goal is in Apna. Head there to continue. Which I don't think I have. Even then. Like I said, I think it's with the locked borders. I think I would have had to do one more quest just to unlock it at that point. Either way, server time is coming to an end, so it all makes for perfect timing. Yeah, this all makes for perfect timing, nonetheless. So, I'm going to click over and send us to the end of the box. Thank you, dudes, for sitting up here and joining me on this beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is for you, because I don't know your sleep schedule. Hopefully you sat up here and you enjoyed yourself, and I provide you with some form of entertainment. To anyone that's new here, thank you for coming through and joining me despite not knowing who I was. I appreciate you guys for your time. If you sat up here and subscribed, welcome to the Cereal Bowl Nation, greatest nation on the internet. If you ain't know it, now you know it. Hopefully you're doing super duper, and I can provide you with your vitamins and nutrients for your entertainment breakfast. Returning Cereal Bowl, as always, thank you for coming through, sharing your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, all that goodness that makes me want to do this on a consistent basis. If you guys are watching post-stream, I appreciate you guys for checking it out despite me not being live. If you want to leave a comment, whether you're saying hi, whether you're talking about the adventures we had today, or any other cool things like tell me about your team, feel free to leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you guys are looking for more videos, there are some videos on the screen currently, as well as other stuff on the channel if you want to check that out. In the meantime, between now and the next thing I do on this channel, additionally, there's the social medias on screen where you can find those names, as well as the mega link down in the description below if you want to just click through and go to those actual locations. But with all that being said, I'm out, dudes. Munch, munch, munch. Peace out. That's a wrap, and I'll catch you guys later.